Welcome to the list of volcanic world records. The world's largest volcano is Mauna Loa in Hawaii. Mauna Loa takes up a large chunk of the southwest part of the Big Island of Hawaii in the United States. Mauna Loa is an active shield volcano that rose above the seafloor about 700,000 years ago and breached the sea surface about 400,000 years ago. It is 13,679 feet or 4,169 meters above sea level. However, it is 30,085 feet or 9,170 meters above the seafloor, making it much taller than Mount Everest. Mauna Loa last erupted in 1984. To give you an idea how large Mauna Loa is, if you consider the part just above sea level, it is 75 miles or 120 kilometers long. If you consider the undersea portion, it is 95 miles or 153 kilometers long. Mauna Loa takes up about 5,271 square kilometers or 2,035 square miles of land. The Big Island is 4,028 square miles or about 10,430 square kilometers. So Mauna Loa takes up half of the Big Island of Hawaii. The mountain contains 65,000 cubic kilometers or 15,600 cubic miles of solid rock. Not only Mauna Loa is the largest volcano on Earth, but it's also the largest mountain on Earth. The world's deadliest crater lake goes to Lake Nyos. Lake Nyos is a volcanic crater lake located in the African nation of Cameroon. Its dimensions are 2 by 1.2 kilometers or 1.2 miles by 3/4 of a mile. Lake Nyos stands about 1,091 meters or about 3,579 feet above sea level. It is a stratovolcano with a limnically active crater lake at the summit. On the 21st of August of 1986, an unusual eruption occurred at Lake Nyos, which resulted in a sudden release of 100,000 to 300,000 tons of heavier-than-air carbon dioxide. This 50-meter thick or 164-foot thick cloud of carbon dioxide poured over the north rim of the crater and into the valleys at speeds of up to 20 to 50 kilometers per hour or 12 to 31 miles per hour and reached as far as 15 miles or about 25 kilometers from the summit. As the carbon dioxide displaced the normal air in the low-lying areas, it caused the suffocation of over 1,700 people and it killed 3,500 livestock. This is known as an Limnic Eruption. This is a very rare and unusual type of eruption in which dissolved carbon dioxide builds up in the colder water deep in the lake with the weight of the warmer water above, which acts like a lid, kind of like an unopened bottle of soda. Whenever there is an agitation of the water, such as a volcanic eruption, earthquake, or an underwater landslide, it causes the carbon dioxide to erupt from the lake, kind of like shaking a can of soda and opening it. It forms a heavier than air cloud of gas that rushes down the slopes, suffocating everything in its path. After the devastation of the eruption in 1986, a series of degassing pipes have been put into the lake to release the carbon dioxide. The volcano with the most amount of lightning goes to Hunga, Tonga, Hunga, Ha'apai. Hunga, Tonga, Hunga Ha'apai is normally a submarine volcano located in the South Pacific and is part of the island nation of Tonga and is about 40 miles or 65 kilometers north of Tonga Tapu, Tonga's main island. The largest volcanic lightning event in history took place during the eruption of Tonga's Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano in the South Pacific with about 590,000 recorded lightning discharges, that means in cloud and cloud to ground, between 13th and the 15th of January 2022, and briefly peaked to 5,200 lightning discharges per minute on the 15th of January 2022. Now compare that to Venezuela's Caratumbo lightning in Lake Maracaibo, where there is constant lightning flashes for half the year, where it averages about 30 flashes of lightning per minute. Volcano with the coldest erupting lava goes to Doinyo Lengai volcano in Tanzania, Africa. Doinyo Lengai is located in the African nation of Tanzania, not too far from the Kenya border. Doinyo Lengai volcano is a stratovolcano that is 3,188 meters tall or about 10,459 feet above sea level. This unusual volcano erupts black, fast-moving liquid lava during the day, and the lava glows a dull red at night. The reason why this lava does not glow during the day is due to the fact that it has a low temperature of around 500 degrees Celsius or around 950 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature of basalt lava, which erupts from volcanoes such as Kilauea or Mount Etna, is around 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit or around 1,100 degrees Celsius. Although Doinyo Lengai means the mountain of God in Maasai, it is part of the East African Rift and is currently the only volcano that erupts this type of lava, natural carbonatite. These lavas contain rare sodium and potassium carbonates, as well as minerals called nererite and gregorite. Natural carbonatite lava is not only the coolest lava on the planet, but it's also the most dangerous type of flowing lava due to its almost water-like low viscosity. It can flow downhill so fast, which I've seen before, that nobody can escape its path. The lava eventually turns gray within a few days, and then to a white powder within a month upon contact with the surface air. Number 5. The world's most accessible volcano. When people think of easy accessibility to volcanic activity, usually Kilauea volcano comes to mind, which is actually known as the drive-in volcano. However, there's another volcano that is actually much easier to get to see the actual volcanic activity up much closer than what you see at Kilauea. The volcano with the easiest accessibility in the world goes to Mount Yasur in Vanuatu. Mount Yasur is located on the island nation of Vanuatu on the island of Tanna. Mount Yasur is a stratovolcano that's 361 meters or 1,184 feet above sea level. It is in a constant state of eruption of Volcanian and Strombolian types of activity. Mount Yasur's existence is due to the Indo-Australian plate subducting under the Pacific plate. The reason why Mount Yasur is the world's most accessible volcano is due to the fact that its distance from the road to the crater rim is less than a half a mile or less than 0.8 of a kilometer. The hike to the summit from the road could take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, and once you get to the rim, the activity is less than 500 feet away or less than 150 meters. And that wraps it up. Stay tuned for part 2 of Volcano World Records.